Now, let me now zero in on the agent I talked about earlier. Why do I need a rep abroad? The rep can be my consignee. This is the role. This is the function. It can be my consignee. Consignee is the name of the person that can clear the goods. Let me say something here. If you are doing a shipment by air, not sample, a shipment by air, 1 ton, 2 tons. Number one, you must have a rep abroad. If it's first time. Number two, now if you don't have a rep, sometimes you get an order to a country, and what they are asking for, if you lost that money, it won't affect your business. Adverts are saying it's not so significant to bring down your business. Sometimes I think it's a risk worth taking. I think so. So, for example, my business is worth maybe 10 million, and what it's asking for is 100,000, 200,000, 500,000, and I can afford it. If I lose that money, my business will not die. I can risk it. Do you understand? But if it's such that what it's asking for, if I don't get this money back to affect my business, then I need a rep. Now, if you are doing sea shipment, if you scan copies to the buyer, he can't clear the goods. Your rep must take original to clear. If you are doing air shipment and he says scan copy to the buyer, he will clear the goods. He doesn't need original. I'm not making sense. For air shipment, copy is enough to clear the goods. This happened to someone that I know who did shipment to what's the name? Got it on global buyer, did it to UAE. Now he has a rep there. Now, when the rep visited, particularly in countries like UAE, you know, in VI, for example, now there are offices in VI where people do shared office, right? They don't own the office, but they operate from there. That is plenty in UAE, plenty. So you need to be sure that if you come here today, you will meet this guy tomorrow. So the rep should not just go visit one day, he should visit unannounced. In fact, don't deal with a company in UAE that doesn't have a warehouse as in a permanent location. So let's even say the person gave you letterhead. Permanent, you're able to ascertain this company, not just register, it has a permanent location, it can be traced. The job of rep is not just to secure your payment, it's to keep marketing. You shouldn't be exporting, and when you do a shipment, you have to now wait again for another one. You should be having all that you are waiting to even raise money to go and do, because you have 2, 3, 4 buyers that want to buy at different points in time, so that the business keep having the need to export. So I was trying to emphasize the fact that now in that arrangement, your consignee on the document will be your agent. He can easily transfer ownership by putting the name of the other party on it. Payment method. Having a rep makes it possible for you to use any payment method. I don't have to use letter of credit because my rep is on ground. Service charge. You will have to pay them service charge or commission. Document handling. They can handle your document for you. They can even clear the goods and move it to warehouse. In fact, there's a lady that exports from Ueli to, no, is it Ueli or Efun in Delta State? He exports Jebu Gari to UK. You export like 2, 3 containers. His rep will clear into the warehouse. She will fly in and reach out to our customer. Within 2 weeks, it will have finished. They'll finish selling. We'll come back to Nigeria. The beauty of UK is that I don't need to be a business to import in UK. You know, in Nigeria, you have to register a business. No, I don't need to be with my name, my passport. I can import it to UK. So you can easily get the good import in UK, move to a warehouse, sell it, and come back. Because he has a rep on ground that can help with all the document handling and like. Payment default risk. Representative can help to minimize that because it's on ground to follow up on payment. Marketing and destination, that's their primary function. Their primary function is to help with market and destination. Because of the marketing, there is growth potential. The growth potential is very, very high. Control of the market. Now, to some extent, you have control, but until you have a branch, you won't have full control in the market. Am I communicating? You know what I mean by control? To a large extent, you can get the information you need. You can get them to go and do what you need to do. You can determine the price you want to sell. As in, you have a lot of influence because someone is on ground that is giving you feedback on your product, making you to take the right decision. Debt recovery become a lot easier also. Why? It's easier for debt recovery because you have someone who can follow up at destination. And then destination inspection. If you are doing commodity, destination inspection is very key. Any commodity you are doing, solid minerals, agro commodity, when you go to our destination, they will test it again. They will test it again. Now, when you are testing it, I experienced this first in 2011. I did a shipment of zinc ore to China, and I had to engage. In fact, this is the reason why, if you are doing solid mineral exports, I don't know what the experience have been, crushing it to sand to be uniform size. Because that time we export it to be lumpy, like gravel. Now, when they take sample, because it's not uniform, if they take sample here, take sample here, take sample here, if they test it, when they get to China, the difference will be high. That time, we were expecting 40. They got 34 in China, and we export based on 40. So I had to get SGS to go and do the inspection because they kept it in a bonded terminal. Now, they did the test again. Now, I could have easily coordinated that if I have a rep. The version I got a rep in China, I was working with. But it would have been easier and probably even cheaper to do that. And now they have to do a second test using SGS, and of course the test was similar. It was 35 point something at the end of the day. So destination inspection, very key. When I'm doing commodity, they will always test at destination because, particularly for agro, because a lot can happen in transit. Do you know that container is a very conducive environment for the cashew to grow? But cashew have grown container before. You know, sometimes it's better you don't experience this kind of thing. But these are realities we face. Now, so what do you need to do to the container while the goods is in transit? It's important you're aware of that before you do the shipment. Now, that means if the moisture increase, they will need to test again in China. In fact, for solid minerals, this is not a good time to test solid minerals. Apart from the fact that it's difficult to mine, they will decount moisture. So you can be exporting water. Your product is 25 tons. 5 tons might be water when they finish calculating. And that might be the profit of that transaction. So, but sometimes if you don't have rep, when they give you a report at destination, you might think they want to cheat you. That's why you need a rep. So what we do then is that my rep will take sample, the buyer will take sample, they send it to a lab. We'll now check the result. If they are different, we'll find average. If they are similar, we'll go ahead and conclude the transaction. That way, it becomes easier to be able to manage this issue that happened at the destination.